there, people. Welcome to this video and welcome back to my channel. In previous episode, we have learned how to install Python and PyCharm. In this video, we will be learning why are we learning Python and what are the differences between integers and floating points. We will be learning some simple mathematical operators in Python. Okay, let's get started. Why are we learning Python? It's easy, it's syntax friendly, it have vast libraries. You can find online documentation about every and each thing in Python. There's a big community to help you at all the times. And there's a website called Stack Overflow. What's Stack Overflow? It's a question and answer website used by professional and enthusiastic programmers. And there's diverse application of Python, AI developer, machine learning developer, software engineer, automation tester, data scientist, data analyst, Python developer. There are many applications of Python nowadays. Okay, so moving on. Python was ranked at number 6 in 2015 for the most popular programming language, whereas in 2020, the most popular programming language, Python, ranked at number 4. And similarly, in 2015, the most loved programming language, Python, ranked number 10. And surprisingly, not surprisingly, it was what it deserved. It's really good. It's a really convenient language to learn. So in 2020, it ranked at number 3rd. Yeah, so these are the reasons to learn Python in 2021. As Python's community and love towards Python is growing, we should also grow with Python together. So now we'll be learning integers and floating points. You might be wondering, wow, what's floating point? I have never heard about it. If you're from a programming background, you might know about it, but people who don't know about programming, they will be like, oh, what's the floating points? I know integers, but I don't know what's floating points. We will be knowing it right now. Okay, so on the left side, it's integers and right side floating points. Integer is a whole number, whereas floating point is a decimal number. Why they both are different? It's because to save space. Integer saves a lot of space because there is only a number difference between 0 and 1 or 2 or 4. Whereas in decimal values, there is infinite number of numbers between 0 and 1. So it is not possible for Python to keep account of that infinite numbers of numbers. So now we have understood what are integers and floating points, what are the difference, what they are used in Python. So now we will be learning some mathematical operators used in Python. You might be familiar with first four, but last three are pretty weird, right? I also thought the same. Okay, let's break down what each of them does. Okay, so Python have two types of mode of writing code. One is script mode and one is interactive mode. In script mode, you write lines and lines of code and then you run it at a single go. Whereas in interactive mode, you write one line of code and the output is given in the next. If you want to use interactive mode to find like a single statement if it works or not, go here, Python console, and here it is. This is your interactive mode. Yes, and now we'll be studying about mathematical operators. Okay, so first with addition. Addition is simple. You might have learned in maths 2 plus 2. It gives you 4. Okay, a quick question. If an integer is added with a floating point, what will be the output? Suppose 2 plus 3.0. Okay, who have thought it as a floating point? Congrats, you're right. Okay, so that's all it for Addition, now we'll be learning subtraction. 2 minus 2, it gives you 0. And again, a quiz. What is integer minus floating point? If you said floating point, you're right. Congrats again. Okay, so 2 into 2 gives you 4. And 3 into 3.0 is 9.0. All right, now if I divide 2 with 2, what will be the answer? It will be an integer or floating point. If your answer is floating point, you're right. Because whenever you do division, the answer is always going to be in decimals or floating points. Okay, now let's on to the weird operators. Okay, so now the first weird operator is module. I'm not sure how to spell it. I hope it's right. Okay, what it does, it takes a number, divide it as many times as it can without getting a decimal value, and here we go. You get the remainder of the divided value. If you are using if you are taking 10 module 2, it's going to give 0 because the remainder is 0 when you divide 10 by 2. Okay, so next weird operator is exponent. What it does, 2 to the power of 8 or 3, it gives you 8. It's just that you don't use raise to. Here raise to is double star. Under the last mathematical operator, we will be learning floor division. What floor division is? You're going to do 11 double slash 2 is going to give you the quotient. I'm not sure what you spell, but it will be there on the screen. Quotient without having a decimal points. If you just do 11 divided by 2, it's going to give you 5.5. But floor division rounds off to the whole number. It does not give you float value. That's all for this video. Likes if you like it, dislike if you don't. And you can subscribe to the channel for future videos if you like it. And comments are always open for the suggestions. And hit the bell icon and get ready for the next video. See you soon. Keep coding.